What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to yet another video. Now in today's video, we're going to be showing the Corvette some love, finally, because this car has been sitting here now for quite a few weeks and we just haven't been doing any work on it. So if y'all haven't noticed, the valves have been readjusted. We're getting a new radiator put in because it started leaking, and we're going to get the steering column rack, or whatever you call it. Where's it at? Right down here. It is hard to see, but the steering is very loose, and it hasn't been like that before. Oop! I just hit the door off the table. It's okay, but the steering is like, oh well, the steering's locked now. But driving down the road, the steering is very, very loose. It has a lot of play in it. So we're going to figure out why the steering is so loose. And we're probably going to get that taken care of and get the steering so it's not loose anymore. But for right now, to get the car all cleaned up and show ready in the engine bay, once we get all the new stuff in and cleaned up, the entire engine bay is going to get freshly washed and detailed. And so is the intake, the radiator, whatever it's called. Literally just woke up. And the fan are all going to get freshly cleaned up and waxed. That way when everything is all back together in here, it's all going to be nice and shined up and basically ready for all the future car events this summer. First I had to put rags over the beautiful fender. That way I didn't scratch up the paint. I just got to detail the intake, radiator holder, and the fan, and certain parts of the engine bay, and then from there it should be pretty good. And surprisingly enough, there's only certain spots that are dirty, and it's crazy because this car has over 95,000 miles now. Up here is very dirty, but all of this ain't dirty. The intake's just slightly dusty, but the fan is what has a lot of the dirt. But for over 95,000 miles, most of this stuff is actually relatively clean. But for right now, I just got some quick wax detailer, and I'm just going to spray down the parts that are dirty, let it soak, let it get all that hard grime loosened, and then I will get this rag and I will just wipe it down and see how it is from there. And if I have to do more waxing on this, then I will. But I think this will probably clean up most of this. Oh, as expected, the detailer actually cleaned up majority of it. Now there's a few spots here and there in the corners that are very hard to get, that are still dirty, but I'll get that out later. But majority of it actually turned out very nice and clean. Now I got to go over this one more time and get some of the little dust out. But I'm debating on getting a full carbon fiber Corsa Performance air intake for the Corvette, since it would match with all the other carbon fiber that's in the car. So I don't know if this will be on for very much longer. It might get replaced with carbon fiber Corsa Performance air intake, but for right now I am going to continue to clean it just in case I don't get the Corsa Performance one, but I think that's coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. Right, after putting a lot of elbow grease into this part, I got all the cracks all cleaned up. There's no more dirt or grime, so that's a plus. Now I'm gonna finish off the intake, and I'm gonna start detailing parts of the engine bay. Now that I got the intake all cleaned up, shined up, all the grease and all the road grimes off of it, I'm getting a new intake filter because it's just very dirty. I don't even know what really happened to it. It's time to get a new one. But this is all clean. Now I do gotta do the fan. I forgot that in the last clip, but I do gotta clean this, and then I'll get to the engine bay. Got the fan all cleaned up. Now it's time for the engine bay. Let's do this. after a lot of hard work, the engine bay is now nice and shined up. Got all these parts nice and shined up. So now all we gotta do is really just work on the car some more, put everything back together, just re-shine up like the engine covers that are in the trunk and stuff like that, and we're good to go. But now all I really have to do now is I have to hook the battery up to the battery charger. That way this battery in this car don't die, because if you know Corvettes, if you don't have them on a charger, on a trickle charger for longer than a week, the battery will die. It's been probably 2.5 weeks without it being on a charger, so the battery's probably dead. So now we're just gonna charge it. That way whenever the car is all done, it's ready to go. All right, I now got the battery charger hooked up. It's plugged in and ready to go. And as I was putting the battery charger on the car, I realized we pulled the car in forwards, but what we actually wanted to do, we wanted to pull it in backwards. That way we had all the outdoor space to have the nose of the car out of. That way we weren't so crammed up there. But when we went to go start up the car, the battery was already dead. So now I know why I had to get the battery charger, but it's all good. What I gotta do is figure out the steering issue, which ain't gonna be a problem. We'll get that figured out, and after that we'll be on the downhill run from there. So we're doing pretty good. Now also, battery, it's hard to tell, but it's at 12.4 volts, so it's getting there. We are in no hurry to get the Corvette done, because as you can see, we got the Cadillac Escalade, we got the Mustang, and we got the RS7. Plus, we had the Jeep, and we also got the Camaro, and we got the C5 Corvette. So we got several other cars to play around with, but it just feels good to have all the cars running and not having any issues. But at the same time, this is my baby. This is my favorite car. So I love whenever this car is actually on the ground and is just chilling out here with all the other cars, or even just chilling here in the garage, but not in the condition that's in. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you like the content that you see, and if this is more of the content that you want to see, subscribe, like, comment, and I guess I'll catch y'all on the next video.